Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. And this video is to bring you a closer look at the Hager number BB1543 residential weight full mortise ball bearing hinge. Okay, this is what it looks like in a US 3 polished brass finish. This is a brass pin. This is solid brass. Even before you put the magnet to it, if you have if you've seen enough brass hardware, you can just tell that from the way the material reflects light. You can see even through the lacquer, with the lacquer, that it's a solid brass hinge. These hinges are sold per each. They are a full mortise style hinge. You can see from the swag on the hinge leaf there that they're meant to be mortised flush to the edge of the door and frame when the leaves are brought parallel, although I've seen them surface mounted as well. This is a brass hinge, a solid brass hinge with a brass pin. The leaf thickness is 85 thousandths. That's very typical and common for residential weight hinges, which is what this is. Okay. This is an unusual hinge in the sense that it is a combination of a radiused corner with a square corner. It's ball bearing and it's 5 knuckle. 8 holes are included or are prepped in that item. Screws are included. Those are also, they're non-ferrous. I don't know that they're solid brass. I'm certainly tempted to say that they are because they're probably not stainless steel, is my thinking. Now, here's the important part. There's a link below this video to a document called Template. Now, that template is going to give you all of the important dimensional properties of this hinge. Not only of this hinge, but several others. So you will want to navigate to the BB1543 column. You'll see that it specifies 1 leaf square and 1 leaf 5/8, and it will give you the important dimensional locations of the hinge screws. And that's really what you're looking for. You might say to yourself, well, it's radius, it's 5/8 by square, okay, so far so good. If you're replacing existing, you need to go to that template and look at the location of the hinge screw holes and make sure that it's going to match what yours is. It's easier to test that rather than order the hinges and hope that they're correct, or just assume that they're correct, that sort of business. Now the BB1543 is also available in just a plain bearing 1543. Okay, this is a solid core door. Well, actually any door is going to greatly benefit from the inclusion of ball bearings. The hinges will last orders of magnitude longer. If you have a door that gets a lot of use in your home, let's say door to the basement. That door is always open and closed, up and down, things of that nature. If you put a standard plain bearing hinge on that door, for sure within 10 years, you'll have a point where the hinge is worn to where the lock may not even latch very well. And it's because the area between the knuckles, where the knuckles are actually constantly contacting each other, holding all the way to the door, especially at the top hinge, that hinge is going to need to be replaced. So if you have, in that event, it was a 6-panel door, a solid core 6-panel door. If you have doors that are going to get use or any sort of weight to them, anything solid core, quite frankly, you're better off with ball bearing hinges rather than plain bearing. Okay. This can be installed in either way. The button tip on the hinge pin can be driven out, put back up onto the top. They say that they're pre-assembled from the factory for right-hand application. If that's the case, this button tip towards the top, the 5/8 radius, will be the hinge leaf. You can certainly reverse that, put the pin on the other end. Now, there is a link below this video to the manufacturer's page within our website. On that page, you'll not only be able to review all the Hager products that we sell, but a link to the Hager product catalog, which is comprehensive. in terms of presenting all of the items that Hager brings to market. And it's not only hinges. Hager Hinge is their namesake, but Hager is far more than just a hinge company. Everything really as applies to hinges, lock sets, door closers, electrified hardware, trim and auxiliary hardware, weather stripping, sliding door hardware, accessory items. It just continues to go on, and it continues to grow and grow and grow. Right now, Hager has everything for the doorway except the door and frame itself, and I'm sure they're probably working on that. If you have any questions on the Hager BB1543, which, by the way, is available in all of the common finishes, your brass finishes, your bronze, your chromes, your polished, your satin, antique nickel, you can get your hand on as well, a matte antique bronze, which is handy to match your existing finish. So any questions on the BB1543 Hager hinge or any other Hager product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.